Welcome back to Stardew Valley. This is episode 6 of our series, and we are on day 10 of the first spring. We've got a good luck day here, as you can see. We are sitting on 2,500 bucks, so we have got enough to upgrade our first tool. And we got a letter from our mom, and she sent us cookies. Now, one thing that I find interesting about this, the game and the story is that you never meet your mom. So whatever, not a big deal. But it's just kind of odd. I'm spending all this time working here on the farm, trying to fix up Grandpa's homestead, and my own flesh and blood mother doesn't even take the time to swing by on occasion and say hello, or maybe, I don't know, lend a hand. I mean, she didn't even help me move in or nothing. I had to have the mayor do it. So, excuse me. Anyway, we are getting our watering done here of the potatoes, and I screwed up and missed there, so now I'm going to have to go get some more water, which I would have had to have done anyway, so not a big deal. But, other plans for today. So today is the 10th, which is Vincent's birthday. And the good news with Vincent is that he likes daffodils, and I've got a pretty good stash of those. So we're going to get a daffodil, and we will take it to Vincent as a birthday gift. He, I think, is at his house until 9, and then leaves to go to the library for tutoring with Penny. And then he's there till, I think, like 2 o'clock. So, that's one of the things on the to-do list. We are going to get our pickaxe upgraded. So we're grabbing our copper bars here, and we will head to Clint's to do that. And then we are also bringing along our stash of wood, which right now is 270, but we're going to cut a few more trees and get up to 300 plus, because we need 300 wood to repair the bridge down by the ocean. So, pretty good, productive day, I guess, if we can accomplish all of those things. Then we might have some time for fishing. We can't go mining because we will be dropping off our pickaxe at Clint's. So we might do a little bit of fishing, but mainly with the objective of getting the couple of fish in the spring that I don't already have, or haven't already caught. So there's an eel, which I looked up. You can only catch after 4 o'clock the ocean, and it's got to be raining, so we can't do that today. But the other 2 fish that we haven't caught for the spring are the smallmouth bass and the sunfish, which are available to catch on sunny days in the river in town. The sunfish you got to catch before 7 p.m., but we should have plenty of time to do that. So that'll get us all of the ordinary fish that are available to catch during spring. So, outside of that, not sure what else we shall do, but we'll just we'll see what happens. There's Vincent, so we'll say hello. He's going to look for bugs or something, and he's happy that I remembered his birthday. And now he actually likes us more than anybody in town. So that is the advantage of gifting somebody something on their birthday, especially if, like, that's just a regular like for him. If you get somebody something that is one of their favorites, you get a massive boost in relationship points. So, what's up, Penny? She's there to teach Vincent and Jazz, because every child deserves a chance to be successful in life. Now we're dropping off, what was it? The Rusty Spur. No reward though, so not a big deal. Now we will head to Clint's, and it's our first upgrade of the series. And the pickaxe upgrade is going to really help us in the mines as we're getting farther down and you will use less swings to break certain rocks and ore. So there you have it. We will be without that for today, tomorrow, and then I think it is supposed to be ready to pick up on the 12th. So that's key because we'll get it back before the festival, which is on the 13th, and you can't pick it up on the 13th because you can't get into town because the festival's going on. So, all right, we are trying to catch, what did I say, a smallmouth bass and a sunfish. Those are the two that we are looking for. And there is our smallmouth bass. So we are 1 for 1. Now let's see if we can't get the old sunfish. While we are doing this, we are going to have our fun fact of the episode, which is cats have fewer toes on their back paws than they do on their front paws. And I would imagine that that's got something to do with climbing, or just speed to catch prey, but I don't know. I am not a veterinarian. So anyway, that is your fun fact for the day. There we caught a chest. We got our sunfish and we got some bait. So we can now move on, and I think what we'll do, it's not even noon yet. So I'm thinking we can go on up to wait, what's he asking here? Oh, he wants to play catch. I want to play catch with you. Really? I guess I underestimated you. My arm's sore. So he suggests that we play catch. I say, sure. And then he's like, you know what? My arm's hurting. So I'm starting to think that Alex is not really a former high school football star. Like, he probably was the water boy, and said that he was on the team and like the starting quarterback, because maybe he moved to this town and nobody really knows anything about him, so he's just trying to play it cool. But I can see right through you, Alex. You are not fooling anybody. Just be yourself. That's the most important thing. Alright, so we can drop off a couple of fish here. Well, actually just the sunfish. I don't think the smallmouth bass is in any of these, but no big deal. We'll start chipping away at the community center, and before you know it, there's going to be lots and lots of stuff in there, and we'll get some rewards. We'll start unlocking things, and then the game gets pretty exciting, because then you can move around faster, you can go new places. Once we get the bus fixed, I can't remember exactly the process to do all these things, but eventually you get the bus fixed, then you can go to the desert, and there's another cool mine up there where you can get other ore, and there's some things that you can buy from a store in the desert, which I find it kind of unusual that there's a desert in close proximity to this town, which has, an ocean and lakes and rivers and forests. It's just a very unique geographical range within a small space, but it adds to the content of the game, so we will not complain. Alright, so we got some frozen geodes, which is cool because we can bust those open, and there's stuff that you would typically get in the lower levels of the mines. So that's a good thing. There are several different kinds of geodes. There's the regular, there's frozen, there's magma geodes, and then I think omni geodes, which can be from like anywhere, hence the omni prefix. Did we say hello to Linus? I think we did. So it's 2:10. We're getting a little bit low on energy, so I'm trying to think of what else we would do today. Um, What we're really hoping to get here is some chubs, and for whatever reason, the fish that we are catching are all regular quality. You know, you see the smallmouth bass is regular, the chub is regular, that bullhead regular. Why is that? When I'm casting far out, I've leveled up my fishing skill. I don't understand why I'm getting regular quality fish. So if anybody knows the answer to that and could post it in the comments, you'd be doing us all a solid. So, alright, frozen tears. How much energy do we got left? Anyway, so let's talk about potentially our plans for tomorrow while we're just chilling here, fishing. So we won't be able to go to the mines, but I don't plan on doing a ton of fishing just because it kind of gets monotonous. Man, another regular chub. Although we did get a silver quality largemouth bass, so I'm not sure what's going on. But tomorrow, you know, we won't have the ability to go mining, so I'm thinking it's going to be a day where we do some tidying up around the farm, which is mainly going to consist of chopping wood. We'll probably do some foraging around town. We will maybe do a little bit of fishing because we need money for strawberries. Now, we're going to get a decent chunk of change whenever our potatoes, well, let's see, our potatoes should all be ready for harvest in a day or so. In fact, probably tomorrow. I think our green beans will be ready tomorrow as well. Our cauliflower is still a little bit away, so we won't have that before the festival. And strawberries are the most profitable crop that you can plant in the spring. They cost $100 a piece, but then they sell for a pretty good amount, and they continue to produce after they reach their full potential. What sucks is that in the first season, you know, basically what you want to do is spend all your money to buy them, and then in year 2 you will have more money to be able to buy them, but you still can't buy them until the spring egg festival. So you basically, for the first 2 years, you're missing like half a season of, you know, potential with your strawberries. So ideally what you would do would be buy a whole bunch this year, plant like half, and then plant the other half next year. But we need the money now, so we're putting everything we've got into those strawberries. We'll plant them this year and make a bunch of money. So and then hopefully we get maybe there's something we can do in terms of quests in the next episode, or I mean tomorrow, because we're going to need some stuff to fill up our day. We are not going to go fishing all day. I'm tired of fishing. Alright, so we've got those. I'm pretty sure I have a carp back at the homestead, and then the sturgeon was the other one in that bundle, but I don't think you can get that until summer or fall. Maybe summer. I have to look. But it is 6:10. What can we do? Where are we going here? Here's Marnie. Say hi to Marnie anytime you have a chance, because you want to be her friend. There's a hilarious quest that pops up. I won't give any spoilers, but you need to be her friend in order to complete that quest. Alright, so we've got our 300 wood, so we can fix the bridge here. There's a oyster and a clam, and there's a couple of corals over there. and hopefully a whole bunch more stuff that we can't see yet. So now we have repaired the bridge. And there's 2 corals. And that is it. Are you kidding? Oh, well, not a huge deal. Usually, if you haven't been there for like a week, there's a fair amount of stuff. But I feel like if you don't go foraging for a while in certain areas, eventually the stuff in that area will like erase and then start respawning again from scratch. And that's probably what happened down there, is that maybe like on Tuesday it resets, and then we got a couple coral, and then it won't start respawning stuff until like Thursday or Friday. So anyway, um, not a big deal. I don't really know why I went fishing here. Oh, you know what? I'm probably trying to catch a bream here, because I'm thinking you can only catch them at night, and I don't know if we have one saved to be able to donate. Um, I don't think this is the bream here. Nope, another smallmouth. Why are we still fishing here, guys? I'm so overfishing. You know, the thing that really is kind of a bummer early on is that you have 2 options, really. You can spend a bunch of time fishing and mining and really be efficient with your time in the day, or you can focus on crops. You could spend your entire, uh, day just doing your crops, and then the bare minimum toward finishing the community center. And the days would go by a lot faster, but we want to be productive. Okay, we're hardworking people, and you got to put in the work if you want to see results. So we try to be thorough and use up as much time and energy per day as we can. So we're going to do a little bit more foraging here, and then that's going to do it for this day. We will move on to Thursday. Whoa, look at all these spring onions. Very nice. That's a good score there. Any more down here? Yep, a couple more down there too. And we didn't go get them. There were 3 more way down there by the sewer, and I saw them now, but I did not see them while I was playing, apparently. Not a big deal. 3 spring onions are like, 30 energy or like $10. They're worth practically nothing if you sell them. So we're not too concerned. They might even still be there the next time, which might be tomorrow, because we won't have a ton to do tomorrow. But let's see what we want to put away here and sell, and how we want to prepare for tomorrow. Oh, that leek actually gives us the ability to do a bundle, or the spring crops, or spring seeds, but I gotta make some room for them. So we'll put the spring onions in there. We now have 48 spring onions stashed away. And now we make wild seeds, and we'll put those in the bin, because they're worth way more than if you sell each of the individual items that are made, that go into making it. And if you would sell them individually, you'd get like, $200 or something like that. This way, we get more money. Alright, so keep our chubs in there. Actually, I guess we're taking the chubs for food tomorrow, because we're going to do some wood chopping tomorrow. So we'll eat the cookies probably, we'll eat the chub probably, and cut a whole bunch of trees. So we'll sell the spring onions and the daffodil. We don't really need the daffodil, do we? We don't need the daffodil. Sell the stinking daffodil. It's all good. And then the other stuff, why? Yeah. Let's organize this so we know what we're putting in the bin. That's what I'm doing here. So we'll be eating, selling, and all that stuff down there we're selling. The frozen tier, we're moving up there because we're trying to get, or the frozen geode, we will hopefully get cracked open by Clint tomorrow. And we're selling all this stuff. And that, yeah, sell the frozen tier. Do it. There we go. What am I doing now? Oh, I still have some energy, so I bet I'm just going down to chop a tree or two. Yep. So, anyway, that's going to do it pretty much for this day. Pretty productive day, all in all. Again, we fixed the bridge. We got a birthday present for Vincent. We are upgrading our pickaxe. And we got the fish that we were wanting to catch. And I guess we're going to eat that solo chub just to finish chopping wood here. But again, pretty productive day, so that's good. Now we have enough energy to cut down one more tree before we go to bed. So, yeah. So, I feel like so far we've actually done pretty well in terms of kind of staying on task with our overall game plan. You know, we're going to have a fair amount of money stored up for crops. I could have waited until after I bought strawberries to upgrade the pickaxe, but it's really not a big deal. You know, soon we will be making, you know, once you get into like the first summer and really fall, you start making serious bank. When we get to fall, our hope is that we've got enough resources to buy a whole bunch of cranberries and have a whole bunch of sprinklers ready to go, because those babies are super, super profitable. Yet another crop that reproduces after the initial harvest, and those tend to be very, very lucrative. So, like, I think blueberries are our primary cash crop for the summer, and they do that. There you see we built a whole bunch of fertilizer that we will have ready for when we are going to plant our strawberries. So the morning of the 13th, we will till the soil, put down the fertilizer, water for the strawberries, and then head to the festival to get those strawberries, so that when we come back from the festival, it's late at night, all we got to do is plant them. There you saw we got $350 for that spring seeds bundle, and a silver daffodil is 37 gold, so a regular one's probably like $30. So if all four are roughly the same price, we'll say all four average $50 a piece, you're still at $200. So you're way more profitable doing the spring seeds. All right, so we've got rain tomorrow, which won't impact us necessarily on this episode because we're going to just do this day and be done. We got a bad luck day, and this guy tells us that we need a scarecrow, which, we're not the only people that watch the TV, so he's just sending the message out in general, trying to coach folks in the valley as to how to eliminate problems with crows. And now I get an advertisement for the backpack, which I already bought, dude. Man. Oh, a task there. You see, Robin has lost her axe, and she is offering us a reward if we can find it and return it. So there you see, lost her favorite axe. We got to go find it. She thinks she was using it when she was cutting wood south of Marnie's ranch. So that's our hint as to where to look for it. Our green beans are ready. Our taters are ready. So it's a big day in terms of harvest. So we're going to have some cash after this. And you see our green beans are still growing, and they will continue to do so as long as we keep watering them. Cauliflower looks like it's still going to be several more days. Let's nope, they don't go in there. That's the wrong bin. Take them out. There you go. So now we put them in the correct bin, and let's go give Cooper his water. Morning, Cooper Doop. And now, refill our watering can, put it away. What else did we say that we were going to do today? It's tempting to go buy more, crops and put them in there, but remember, we're saving money for strawberries. So, I don't really want to do a lot of fishing today, though. So, what are we doing here? Yeah, we're going to go clear out some more wood. Now, we're primarily working our way south here because this is the area that we will, use first in our continued development of our farming empire. So, along the right side down here, we will have a small tree farm operation. I think you can fit like 7 or 8 of each of these primary types of trees if you space them correctly. And then we will eventually put tappers in those trees to get the goodness from their innards. So, alright, that's a good start. Now we're going to go look for that axe. There's some worms. We got another book for the library. I wish there was more of a purpose to the library books. Realistically, what they're doing as you find them is they populate in the library, and then you can go read them. But basically, what they do is just reveal things about the game that ultimately you can figure out pretty easily with a simple bit of gameplay, or even more simple, just look it up online. There's the axe. So now we can return that to Robin, and that is a nice little quest for us to try and accomplish today, and will get us 250 more bucks. So that's good. You saw me clear out some of the branches from in there earlier. We'll slowly chip away at that in the cindersap forest. There's a lot of weeds and branches laying around that will eventually get out of the way. And there's a bunch of trees down there that you can chop for wood, and they'll respawn over time, which is nice. If you chop the trees down on your on your farm, they do not respawn over time. Now, like with each season, you'll get a bunch of randomly generated weeds and some grass and rocks and such, but not in the same place like you would have in cindersap. And then there's the hidden forest down in cindersap where you get hardwood. I wish that tree would have fallen the other direction because I can't get all of the wood from it. Not a big deal. So, I don't know if I said or finished saying that the hidden forest down on the edge of cindersap forest is where you get hardwood, and it respawns every single day, which is also good, but it's kind of out of the way, and I think there's like 6 or 7 of them that you can get each day. So if you go down there and do it every day, it can add up pretty quickly, but it's a grind. And I don't know if you can buy hardwood from Robin or just regular wood. I can't remember. Okay, so what we're doing there is putting some stuff back in the bins, and we're deciding what we're going to sell, what we're going to keep, and so there you have it. So we're going to dump some stuff into the bin. Spring onions, taters, and more taters. And now I realize, wait a second, I only saved 1 potato in my box here, so I got to put another one in there, and you can only get out the previous thing that you put into the box. So it was a silver one. Now we can put the rest in there because we're not too worried about needing any additional taters. So we'll need 1 for the community center and maybe 1 for a quest. you know, we'll eventually need some for recipes and stuff, but that's not something that you have to do. Recipe completion is just like, you know, if you want to do everything there is in the game, that's one of them. But oh my gosh, if you tried to complete every collection in this game, it would take ages. Because it's deep. There's lots of stuff to do. Alright, so we said hello to Haley. And now, where are we going here? Oh, up to Robin's. So we'll give her the axe. Then we will probably just swing back down through town, hit Clint's to bust open the geode. And now we will go to the museum and drop off that prehistoric hand axe. Hey, you found my axe. What a relief. I almost chopped my toe off with the other one. Thank you. Why would the axe that you're using lead to such potential disasters? Okay, so there's a couple things that we might want to buy. The calendar, the workbench, a TV eventually, some other stuff. But the calendar is nice to have in the house, just so you can kind of check it each morning to see events and birthdays or whatever. The workshop bench is a version 1.4 edition that is pretty cool. So you stick it between chests that have resources that you'll use to craft stuff. There's our 250 bucks. You put it between those chests, and then all you have to do is go to the workbench, and that gives you access to build anything that you can with the resources in the chests that are adjacent to the workshop bench. So like, for example, if I had my workshop bench where my mining chest is right now, I could take stuff from the chest that I'm in here, the green one, and the ocean fishing chest, and anything that's in there, if those combined resources could build or craft anything else, when I open the black box, which would be where the workshop bench would be, I can build it. So I don't have to go and grab the stuff that I need to craft something and then craft it. I just go to the workbench, and if the stuff is in those chests, we build it. So that will become useful eventually when we start crafting tappers and sprinklers, other items that are going to increase efficiency and profitability on our farm. We'll see what the quest is here. Ooh, Pam is looking for a potato. So it's a good thing we saved that extra tater, because now it's going to get us 240 bucks. All we have to do is find Pam, which is usually not that hard to do, because she likes to spend a lot of her time at the bar. She, like we mentioned in one of the earlier episodes, is the happy drunk in town. So she's a likable person. She just, you know, probably would admit herself that she has a bit of a drinking problem. And here we are, back down here, and there are still no forageable goods that have respawned. So we'll just keep an eye on that. You know, anytime we come down in the vicinity of Clint's or the museum from here on out, we should probably swing by the beach and collect forageables down there, because they are worth, like, I think the coral is like $100. I'm trying to think what else is down there. Sometimes there's seaweed, which used to not be very valuable, but now if you're going to build fish ponds, you got to have them. And what else washes up over there? There's like sea urchins, and I can't remember what else, but they're all fairly valuable. So anywho, alright, we're at the museum dropping off the prehistoric hand axe. Still no reward though, so whatever. And then you saw that I swung by Clint's to get those geodes cracked open, but I could not because he's working on my pickaxe. I forget that every single time. I would say the only thing that I forget more frequently than that is the fact that Pierre's is closed on Wednesdays. I think it's Wednesdays. So, cutscene. Vincent and Jazz are down here playing in this nasty, probably toxic waste spilling out of the end of the sewage line. Right into the ocean, by the way. At least I think that would be kind of connected to the ocean. So, not very responsible environmental practices here in Stardew Valley. Yet again, one more reflection of poor leadership coming from the mayor of Pelican Town, Mr. Lewis. But maybe someday things will change. I wonder if there's ever going to be like a Stardew Valley 2. Just a thought. I don't really know how you would execute it. The nice thing about the developers of this game is that they have added lots of content after the initial launch of the game, which I think was like 2016. I can't remember. And they don't charge you for any of those updates. You just get them for free. So it's and they've added a lot of in-game content. So kudos to them. I just wonder if they are considering, you know, another game somewhere down the road, maybe on a different. Well, I mean, they already have. They've got this for PC, for PlayStation, for iOS, and it's available on Android. So they've covered all their bases in terms of having it available on all the different platforms. But like with the new PS5 about to launch, and I don't know what Xbox is up to or whatever, but I wonder if there's thoughts of another rendition after the 1.5 update. So we'll see. Maybe we would get to meet Evan's mom if that version of the game ever comes around. Maybe like she has a farm, and the reason she doesn't come to help me on my farm is that she's so busy trying to keep up with the chaos on her own and just never gets around to it. But you know, I would like to see them reunited, and now I finally remembered to move all of that stuff into the correct chest. So yay! And then tomorrow it's going to rain, so we won't need our watering can. Probably go fishing though, because we won't have much else to do with the pickaxe still being. Although we might be able to pick up the pickaxe tomorrow. I think that was our plan. Yeah, because tomorrow's the 12th, and with the Spring Festival on the 13th, I'm hoping that we get the little notification saying that your pickaxe is ready to be picked up when we wake up tomorrow. So, oh yeah, we got our potato. We got to take it to Pam, and that's probably going to wrap up most of what we need to do today. I apparently forgot something. Oh no, I was going to look and see if there were more taters in there, but apparently we put those seeds in there afterwards. So, not a big deal. We probably won't need a potato for any quests for a while, and we've got one for the community center. So, and if we had to, we could, we could plant some more. You know, by that time we'll probably have the greenhouse, and we can plant whatever we want. I was hoping that Pam would be in her house there, but she's not. So we're gonna head to the saloon, and I'll bet you that's where she is. So, let's see here. Yep, there she is, in her favorite spot. So, would you like a potato? Ah, yes, the potato I wanted is perfect. Here's $240 for one potato. Thank you very much. Say hey to Gus. We'll go say hello to Shane. Oh, first, yeah, let's kind of look and see. He's got some food items, coffee, some recipes, and then a fish taco. Coffee is something that can be valuable in a scenario where you need to go somewhere fast, because it gives you a speed boost. But I generally don't buy much from Gus because it's, you know, short-term boost and really not, you know, I don't feel like it's worth it. So we will eventually have some coffee beans and be able to grow those and make coffee ourselves. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, we got 20 energy left, which is not enough to cut down a tree. So we're just going to bust some of these branches real quick to use up the last of our energy. And that'll do it for the day. So, alright. How many we got left here? We gotta be getting close now. Okay, we're down to 1 energy, and that is it for the day. So, we appreciate y'all watching along yet again. We've got the traveling cart is going to be here tomorrow because it's Friday. And then the next day is the Egg Festival. So that's kind of what we have coming up in the next episode. But drop a like, hit that subscribe button, comment below, and we will see you all next time. As you can see there, I can make a sprinkler. So let's actually, before we stop here, let's see if there's anything else noteworthy. Watering can be the bee house. I'll try and get some of those going. So. And I don't use speed grow, so that's it. Money, we got over 4,000, so we're looking at a decent chunk of strawberries when the time comes. But tune in next time. We'll see y'all later.